So I wanted to give a little shout out to my Aunt Marla. Love you so much. Good morning, Diego. Good morning, mister. You're huge. You're ready for breakfast. You ready? My Bella over there is a disaster. She rolled on a couple of eggs and broke them on her back. She's done that all her life. If she gets a hold of eggs, she's just a disaster. So let's get these animals going. My Seki loves dog food, so I always let him have a little bit. Looking pretty grody as usual because he has no teeth. So he has to really work on gumming his food and he gets all munged up like that. Only a mother could love, I'm telling you. Here's the peacocks. He's been dancing around. His train isn't even, it's probably got 2 or 3 more feet to grow this year before they even get into breeding season. But he's been dancing around for them, and he's even been calling a little bit, which is early this year. Anyway, all right, so let me get the goats food, which I try to avoid Danny getting, but that's what he wants. He wants to get the goats food. All right, we have Timothy alfalfa pellets, all stock sweet feed, a handful of goat balancer, and a handful of minerals. The minerals usually are last in the tub, and then it's clean by the next morning. So, but everybody's looking really good. Pregnancies are going really well. Bliss and Bristol are so close. I'm getting really excited. I tricked him. Okay, here we go. All right, girls. Well, it's still very hard to feel Blossom's baby. If it weren't for her udder, I would probably still have doubts, but it is just really tucked up in there, in that center horn. And it doesn't come down near her udder very often. So unless I catch it just right, she still has about 5 weeks to go. So, you know, but it's not normal for what I usually feel them much easier. Breeze, the little moon-spotted brown girl, she is due April 11th, and she has an udder pudge that wasn't there last week. So, and I haven't felt her babies yet, but she's getting pretty hefty. I'm going to take you around and show you what you can see of udders and girth. Bliss and Bristol are due in just a little over 2 weeks. And you'll see them now a lot of times laying down to eat rather than standing around a lot, especially if it's just hay. Here's my dolly. There's the little dolly. Look at her little girth coming on. And of course, Bree always gets huge with pregnancies, and she's been, you know, huge this whole pregnancy. It's really typical for her to have triplets, but she's had twins a couple times too. I'm trying to remember. No, she's only had twins once. She had triplets. She had triplets twice. And then, of course, most first fresheners have singles. So I've never had a first freshener have more than one, ever. In 5 or 6 years. So anyway, I'm going to turn you around so we can get a good look at the girl. Here's Breeze. You can't really see her udder that well, but her teats are elongating. Blossom's teats are filling in. She has a bit different feeling udder than Blossom's. Blossom's is like really firm, but there's a pudge there. I mean, Breeze's pudge is very firm. Blossom's is looser. It's funny how they're so different. Here's Bliss. Look at her. Ooh, baby. She's getting her high rump. Her ligaments are softening. Not soft, softening. They swoop down. Because look at how heavy that baby is. Or 2 or 3 or whatever. Her udder is coming in really nice. They don't want to share the rest of the food with the little girls. But I think there's plenty of food in that one over there. Oh, there goes Bree. She's not due till mid-March, but look how big she is. She's always huge. Her udder hasn't started coming in or anything, but she just a big pregnant girl. Big pregnant girl. No softening yet or anything. This one, like I said, her baby is so tucked up in there. Bristol is running everyone off. So here's Bristol, Bliss's mom. They're due the same time, 1 day apart. And her little udder is starting to fill in a little bit. And of course, she's real pudgy here. Her backbone is real high. She's getting that drooped rump right here because her ligaments are softening. And she swoops way down. She's gonna have 2 or 3 for sure. She's pretty big this year. Bliss could be 3, probably 2. And Bree, I don't know. She always has triplets except for the one time, so I don't know. I think she might have 2. I don't know. Well, we're gonna see, right? So Bliss has started forming her udder quite a bit ago. So, if Bree doesn't have a Samson boy, because she was with Samson, if Bliss has a little boy and she was with Bobby, then I'm going to keep him, because she's Samson's daughter, and I want one of his bucklings because he's about 11 and he has no teeth, and I have to feed him the Timothy pellets because he can eat vitamin, the goat balancer and the minerals and all that, but he can't really yum enough hay to keep himself alive. So I have to get the pelleted hay for him. So I want one of his bucklings, and I will be naming that buckling with a boy, obviously a boy's name starting with the letter B. If anybody wants to comment a really cute buckling boy's name starting with the letter B, I would love that. Start deciding. I had a few people say Bucky, like the gas station in Texas, Buc-ee's, or Buster, which I absolutely love Buster. I used to have a cat named Buster, and I can't really think of anything else that really thrills me, but I do like those two names, unless you can think of something even cuter. Look at how big my Bree is. Like I said, mid-March is when she's due. She probably got 3 in there. We'll see. I think Bristol has maybe 3 too, or giant kids. She's pretty big. She's way low to the ground besides the girth on the out. Danny, no. See, their minerals are what's left, and they're getting them. And then Bliss isn't little. So we'll see what everybody does. Breeze actually isn't very little either for our first freshener. We'll see what she does. Like I said, I haven't felt any babies in her yet, but we'll see if she might be the first time we have twins from her first freshener. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Miss Blossom was the one that has twins in there? Because she's got them tucked up in there and hidden so well, and there's a possibility they're just so tight in there that you can't feel them move. So I don't know, we'll see sooner than later, huh, Breeze? She's so fine. See, the other girls forget there's food over there, so the littler, younger girls can go over there and get a bite. Now Bliss is noticing that there's maybe food over there. She'll probably go run them off. What do they have, Blia? Something you want? She's been stomping a little bit, but I did treat her for, sprayed her down and stuff. It could just be a regular fly. It's been warm and kind of moist, so there's been flies out here. Yeah, Breeze is pretty sizable for as far along as she is. She's not due till April, Maybe she'll have a couple. You're so pretty, my love. I love her. My old BJ's still limping. Other than